be used as a political weapon.
Congressman John Boccieri, a Democrat from Ohio, joins me now. Are Democrats capitalizing on these threats and intimidation?
Contessa, I call on both sides of the aisle, our leaders who have the national microphone, to be responsible with their words, because words do matter. And we've got to understand that we cannot incite or enrage people who are already uneasy about the economic conditions that are out there. So both sides of the aisle need to amp down this rhetoric. And
tell me, in your own life, how this vote for health care reform has affected you. What kinds of behaviors are you encountering?
Well, Contessa, when I walked across the Capitol to go cast my vote, I was invigorated as someone who has fought for this country to watch on both sides as proponents and opponents were standing, yelling. Passions are running deep with this debate that we're having in this national debate. And I was invigorated. But it is irresponsible for folks to understand that when they have the national microphone that you can't enrage and incite people to violence. We have to be more responsible. And I call on leaders on both sides of the aisle to do that.
And who's doing that?
Well, our national leaders, and there are some who have not used their words carefully. We need to use better judgment and understand that folks who are uneasy about our economic conditions could be pushed over the edge because of this.
And the result of all this incitement, then, personally speaking, can you tell me about the phone calls you're getting?
Well, I have had threats to not only myself, but to my family and my staff, and law enforcement is investigating these, and we intend to prosecute them under the fullest extent of the law.
Do you feel safe?
Well, there are times when I feel safe and there are times when I do not, but I have to tell you that this is a very uneasy time for our country to be going through. And while we're concerned about our security here at the Capitol, there are thousands and millions of families out there who are worried about their own economic security. So I understand the uneasiness that many people are feeling, but I call on the people of this country, especially our leaders, to balance their words, especially as they approach the national microphone.
And do you think that they're doing enough? I mean, we've heard from John Boehner today. We've heard from Eric Cantor, the Republican whip. Both condemn the violence. Is that enough?
Well, I think not only do we have to condemn the violence, but we also have to call on our national leaders, like I am doing here, on both sides of the aisle, to be responsible with their words when they approach the national microphone. We have to understand that this country, we cannot let progress cower to the politics of fear.
Congressman, it's good of you to join us today, and I hope for your sake and all the lawmakers' sakes that safety remains the #1 priority. Thanks.
Thank you, Contessa.
An explosive new report on the pedophilia priest problem in the Catholic Church could mean new problems for Pope Benedict. According to the New York Times, top Vatican officials, including the cardinal who would become